And welcome on in wagerweekly.com for a week 3 in the NFL. Go 459, 460 in your Nevada rotation on your Sunday, 1 p.m. New Orleans travels to Green Bay. Green Bay opened 1.5 in this game in 43. It has moved to a pretty solid 2 across the board, 42.5 specifically. Right now I'm looking at circa 2 and 42.5. Obviously, Paul Nolan, the Saints acquiring Derek Carr was the big story really in the offseason, but it's clear he's still trying to get acquainted with the offense. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, not a great start, obviously, after their Monday win over the Panthers. But they are 2-0, so right now that's really the only thing they care about. What do you see here in this game?
Well, we had Atlanta in week 1 against Carolina. They kind of were gifted that win to a degree. It was a relatively close game by terms of the EPAs and the metrics. So I did feel fortunate to win the game, but they were the better team. So I'm not going to I'm not going to downgrade a win. I'll take it. And then the following week, they played Green Bay, who was missing their 2 best offensive linemen. And really that game was much closer in terms of the expected points added in total overall. Our expected points added on that game was, it was actually 26-26. So we felt like that game should have been, tied. So again, Atlanta, they've been pretty good so far, but I just don't trust Ritter to get the ball downfield. I don't trust him whatsoever. Green Bay has got quite a bit of, the injury bug here is, has been, nothing short of brutal so far. So, I'm just feeling like when you look at this matchup, I just don't trust Jordan Love yet completely, but he has made some big plays at big times at big moments. Even though the numbers aren't really kind of bearing it out, I think there's something there. I'm not saying I'm going to be ready to say he's the next, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers. Like all the Packer fans are raging and raving about. The amount of, the kind of hype that he's getting is a little overblown in my opinion. So overall here, this game, there's so much to be gleaned and learned. I also think Carr is starting to get the offense. You see his playmakers are constantly open. Rashid Shaheed is just unbelievable. I mean, this kid is just a jet. He's all over the place. Christian Olave is outstanding. Michael Thomas looks like he's looking, to extend his career. He really looks to me like a guy who's looking to lead. You see him getting in a fight in the runway. I mean, he's bringing a lot of heat to this thing. And, I just think that with Green Bay being a little bit beat up, a little bit hurt, they got a Thursday night game on tap against Detroit. This is kind of a weird spot. New Orleans has the Bucks on tap at home next week. So I do love this. This Saint defense to me is a bit underrated. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but they are getting to the ball and they are hawking and they are fast. And
listen, they haven't allowed any more than 18 points in their last 8 games. So I've absolutely noticed.
Yeah, Granderson on the edge, and Cam Jordan is always a stud. But really, the surprise to me is Colin Saunders in the middle. I mean, he's just been a horse in there, the little bull. He reminds me of John Randall. I mean, obviously, no one's going to be John Randall, but he's showing that big giant butt and the giant, the quick feet. He's popping his head. He's breaking around guys. I mean, he's really getting. And we talked about him last week. The Mario Davis is like 135 years old, and like he looks, he just looks like the dude from 300, Xerxes. I mean, he's just he's just relentless. I just love his game, man. So to me, Lattimore looks like the guy he should have been. He's finally healthy. He's going to be banged up somewhere along the way like he always is. Tyrone Matthew is just outstanding. So this defense, I think, is going to be, just as relentless as it's been. Now New Orleans goes to this outdoor venue where could be a little bit of weather this week, but I'm not, I got to lean New Orleans here, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger on this game. I hope you have an opinion for the audience, Steve. We don't rehearse these things. So if you got something, I'm with you on this one, but can't help but lean to the under here.
I would probably lean to the under stronger than I would on either of the side. Jordan Love, to me, hasn't been terrible, obviously, showing obviously now as the guy there, but he still has some efficiency problems to me when I watch him. So I'm not sold on putting my money on Green Bay in this game. I would probably lean New Orleans. I think Carr, like we said, I think he's going to find his footing. But I could see this being a kind of slowed down, sloppy kind of game where the efficiency on both sides is not great. If I had to do something in this game, I would probably look for a relatively low scoring game. So I'd probably go under as well.
You know what? I got to tell you, with the total. I had this total at 43.5. It's 42.5 now. I was kind of, I guess, wishful thinking here. You just got to lean under 42.5 if you're going to do anything on this game. So, guys, again, we have so many more picks coming up. We have so many videos. We're trying to get through the whole slate for the audience. But if you can just go to wagerweekly.com, hit the subscribe button, put the email in. There'll never be anything to buy. We're not pitching anything. We're not selling anything. We're just giving free content, building a community. We're just asking guys to comment, share their opinions, keep us in the loop on what they believe, because we really found that so many people in the audience are so capable, of gleaning information, especially from their local teams and divisions. The ability of fans now with the information available, there's really no insider information anymore the way it used to be. This is really there's so much out there. So do your best, do your homework. If you're one of those people who can put 40, 50 hours a week reading every local article, every Bleacher Report, every rumor around the team in the chat rooms and whatnot, it's hard to focus on all these teams at that level, like a diehard lunatic fan. So if you're one of those people, please sign up, tell us what you believe, and we're respecting your opinion.
All right, there you go. 459, 460 New Orleans at Green Bay, 1 o'clock on your Sunday. Week 3 card in the NFL, right here, wagerweekly.com.